I'm Adam Kay. I'm of the Art District. Here we are at Able Artists Gallery watching printmaking occur. This is a game changer for our artists and our small businesses down here. This is going to be so empowering for artists' financial sustainability, I think. Dude, we're so happy to have you down here.
Thank you very much.
What do we got here, Matt?
Oh, just a photo that I just took of y'all, and 5 minutes ago, and then printed it out.
Dude, incredible. Printmaking in the middle of Railroad Square at Able Artists Gallery.
In minutes.
In minutes, this is a game changer for sure.
Totally.
These are 11 by 14 printed on archival quality paper, so it's going to last for a very long time.
That's
like
awesome.
longer than we'll be alive.
That's awesome.
Incredible, man.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, photo. So props to you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, color reproduction.
But like B, I mean, what this means for Railroad Square to have this resource here, because obviously everybody wants to sell a $5,000 painting or whatever, but that's out of a lot of people's price range. So can you get them to make a print out of it and sell the prints, and can that be your bread and butter that mixes both the commercial aspect that we talked about with also the raw art creation?
One of the that separates our printers from your run-of-the-mill printers like at some other print shops here in town is we actually have gliche printers, which use 12 different inks, which is most printers about 4 or 5, maybe 6 different inks. But since we have 12 different inks, and then the quality that we come out with is just amazing. It's like really making reproduction of someone's art piece, and that's what it's mainly for. And then being a large format printer, we can print on very large, and also my favorite thing is turning photos into canvas.
How long does that take? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
For printing this out?
Yeah.
On
a canvas.
If I have the file and everything set up,
Okay,
print it out and fold it, it'll take me like maybe 20 minutes, if that. But
We're
that's
gonna talk. I need prints.
okay. And
you have really good color. Your color saturation is great. Yeah.
thank you. And this is actually one of my original pieces.
Photos,
but,
it's out there. Right?
And then
I love it.
and right now what we do is I can print it. This is 16 by 20. I can print it out on this canvas, and then I stretch it and put it in this mount, and it's a pretty lightweight mount.
Can you see that now?
And it instantly turns your piece of work into art, and you don't even have to frame it or anything.
And I am not a fan of frames.
Exactly.
And my wife will tell you, I don't like
That's
frames.
awesome.
And then it's just how you can just and
super
throw it
awesome.
on
That's
the wall.
Now,
And
is this exclusively yours? Like, did you invent this, or is this
no, it's a product that I use.
Okay.
Just my photo.
Yeah, I know, but I mean the actual box that you put the photo. That's really great.
It's we got a kit that I got from one of our companies, and it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
It comes out here, and I'll print the photo out on canvas, and then I end up stapling it and doing some other things and folding it and making it actually turn into.
You have to actually create that.
I do.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. That is really, really great.
It's
for shipping. You're saving people.
Oh
shipping?
yeah, so much in shipping. Yeah,
we're talking. I want to talk to you.
Sure thing, and that's what I love doing. Whenever an artist actually gets, or a photographer, someone actually gets their photo printed on canvas, and it just totally blows their mind, because art isn't a piece of art until you actually can hold it or you can see it. I mean, it's still art, but there's something else to it for actually printing things out and getting a physical copy of it.
I just got done with a bunch of digital work, and I want to print them on canvases.
Oh, great! Hey,
so we'll talk.
Come on down.
More of our artists should do this so that their lifestyle could be more sustainable. To actually, how can I help that happen? And I didn't have to do anything. Y'all came along and you took it upon yourselves, and you saw this need, and this is the perfect collaboration. And what we need to do now is we need to do everything we can to help you guys be successful in this and get this information out to all of our artists so that they can be more successful, so we can all be more successful together. And this is just another example of the gift that keeps on giving. Dude, thank you. Seriously, I mean, this is not, if we were on camera right now or not, I'd be saying the exact same fucking thing.
That's true.
Because this is so important. This is how I think and breathe and dream on how to make this better for everybody. How do you photograph a work to put it onto a print, like canvas painting?
And that's a process that I'm currently developing to be able to do it. But I will either I have a makeshift studio that I set up in here, and if it's a smaller piece of artwork, I'll put it in here and take a picture with my camera, and then do a couple things to it to get as close, almost as close as I can get it for the reproduction. And it's a trial and error process. It takes a little while to be able to get it to come out, but once I have it mastered down, it'll be a lot faster. But it's still a work in progress. But other things
that pipeline's coming.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Already doing it. I have one artist. He's already ordered some canvas reproductions that I've been working on making. Jim Russell.
Awesome.
He came down here. Well, I have I made him a couple prototypes, but I just have these were just as I was getting the color adjusted and everything. But and then it turns into it was a picture of his picture.
Right.
But again, I doing adjustments, and now I have the finished piece out to him.
Awesome. Let me ask you, as a disabled individual yourself, what is it about this community, this Road Square and the art district that makes you want to work down here? And why are you here?
Oh, I absolutely love Railroad Square. It's I've lived in Tallahassee for a little while. I'm from Georgia, but I was in the Marine Corps for quite some time, and I got out and I was drifting around, didn't really have any direction at all. And then as soon as I came down here, I had a piece at 621, and then that was my very first thing I ever created and actually had on display, and it just changed my mind, or blew my world away, and just it's been the one most helpful thing to me out of anything that's ever been since getting out and everything. It's just and this community is just so very helpful. Everything around here, it's just the best idea ever. They have all of these shops and everything stationed in one area, so that way you don't have to go around town or trying to find places. It's just, it's great, and I love being here. Just all the events and everything, and everyone is just so helpful. Yeah, it really is a community.
As creative individuals, right? It's very hard. It's very hard to be on the fringe of society because this is what I experienced personally as my own creativity. It's hard to be on the fringe. You're in a world where people are very judgmental and divisive, and being on the fringe makes you feel kind of like an outcast. I can only imagine how much more challenging it would be if you had a disability as well. Seriously. Or some other condition or associated with a class of people or a self-identification that further brings you away from the mainstream. So, the idea is that when you're around people that you can be creative and collaborative with, it allows you to more fully get into your creative space and seek that inspiration and feel comfortable to try things out, to succeed.
I relate to every word you said, like not being on the fringe and not being able to relate, and we all have that, and especially artists. I mean, we're just emotionally sensitive people anyway. But yes, time and experience and realizing, feeling comfortable in my skin, and I'm still not 100% there, but you know what I mean. We're disposed to be self-loathing. It's who we are. What we do. But I've come to realize that art is important, and what you do is important because you help printing things that we do, all of your photography too. Everything that we do informs everything else, and what you're doing is important. So yeah, I can relate to those feelings that you're describing. Yeah, and to have a place like Railroad Square is pretty great.
Well, it's just been so beneficial, just meeting people that just gave me the courage to even be able to pursue anything or actually do this. Because before I'm like, I don't know art. What's art? I don't have anything to do with art. And then
Hoorah.
Exactly. Yeah,
I know
like,
hoorah. I don't know art.
Yeah.
Don't know what to do with my hand.
And
But and after getting encouragement and then realizing, oh wow, and I actually embraced it, and it's just opened up so many doors and just made my life better. Like
That's great.
actually a whole lot better.
That's great.
Well, thank you for your service before you came here, and thank you for your service to the community you're part of now, man. It's phenomenal, and the outcome of it could actually be that there are more local artists that are able to support themselves and their family from their work, from their talents, versus just being a hobbyist. That's what you have potentially enabled, and that's just, and I had nothing to do with this, and that's amazing feeling, like, because there's too many things to do, too many things for one person or our small team of employees, and you guys are just phenomenal. The three of you are phenomenal in your own rights. That's, you can turn the video off or not or whatever, because that's the reality. That's not show at all.
Well, thank you. You are too. I think that what we're doing here is, it's awesome. And it's everybody. Like you said, it's not one person. It's all of us. It's great.